All right, boys, the first round of the 2023 NFL Draft is in the books, and as everybody knows at this point, 3 quarterbacks got taken in the top 5 picks. Number 1 went Bryce Young, 2 C.J. Stroud, number 4 Anthony Richardson to the Colts. Now we're going to be trying out all of these quarterbacks in Madden Ultimate Team. They drop the cards as they get picked a little bit later. They drop them in order. All of these quarterbacks are very, very good. They all have a little bit different discounted abilities. I think that probably the best quarterback, I think, is going to be C.J. Stroud. They all have quite a bit of speed, but C.J. Stroud has that Slinger 1 release. They gave him one of the better releases in the game. I prefer Slinger 3, personally, because of the deep ball release, but we're going to see if Slinger 1 with Gunslinger can be viable online. I think it definitely can, and Bryce Young, I believe, has generic 3, and I believe that Anthony Richardson has generic 2. So those are releases that I haven't used a lot this year. I'm excited to try them out, and we're going to hop into a few games with each of these quarterbacks after a quick word from our sponsor. If you're in need of MUT coins, we got you covered. Head down to my sponsor, AOEAH.com, for the cheapest, fastest, and most reliable MUT coins in the game. Don't forget to use discount code CAM for an additional 3% off. Link is in the description. All right, so starting out game 1, we're going to be using QB1 in this year's 2023 NFL Draft. Going to be Bryce Young. We're going to be using Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, and C.J. Stroud all in this video. We're going to see which one we think is going to be the best quarterback in Madden Ultimate Team. And starting out with Bryce Young, our opponent got the ball first. He's going to turn the ball over on downs on 4th and goal. We're playing a little weekend league today. And our very first snap with Bryce Young, we're going to hit the swing pass to Flash, and we're going to take that all the way down inside our own 50-yard line for about 60 yards. Really, really nice play to start the game. A couple plays later, 2nd and 18, we get a little bit of an overthrow. Kind of just a bad animation on that. Can't really blame him. But 3rd and 18, very next play, we're going to see if we can hit Calvin on the corner route, and we can. He is going to pick up some yards. He's going to fight for us all the way down almost to the 10-yard line. And then very next play, we're going to see if we can hit Flash on the angle route, and we can. That's going to be a touchdown. First touchdown on the board for Bryce Young. Definitely a pretty good start right here. So I don't know if our opponent was like aligned weird by speed or whatever, but next time we got the ball, we see his defense flipping all around, and we are able to find some separation on that deep corner route to Randy Moss for a touchdown. Our opponent did score, and we got the ball back, and we're going to see what we can do right here. I'm not really sure what he was doing. I guess he was using that deep third, but nonetheless, Tony G in for a really easy touchdown. Next time we get the ball, we are going to be able to find Randy Moss on the wide open streak. So that's 2 touchdowns in 2 plays. And then again, a couple plays later, we're going to go ahead and find Tony G. After our opponent scored, we're going to be up 28-14 going into the first half. And then we're going to see if we can use his wheels. Nice little pickup right there, about 15 yards for Bryce Young. We're going to go right back to it the very next play. And this time, we are going to pick up good yardage again, but we fumble. Luckily, CeeDee Lamb is there to pick it up for us. Can't really complain too much. Right here, I'm going to see if I can roll out, and we are able to roll out, and Bryce Young throws a dime to Calvin Johnson on the run for a touchdown. You love to see that. Not all quarterbacks have really good throw on the run animations, and right there, Bryce Young had a very, very good one. A couple plays later in the third quarter, our opponent's going to throw us a pick, and that's going to about do it. We're up 35-14, so Bryce Young in this first game looked very, very good. I definitely can't complain. Next, we're going to try out C.J. Stroud. And the very next game, we're going to be trying out C.J. Stroud, and we see right here, this is going to be our top 3, C.J. Stroud, the 99 overall, and Joe Montana is going to be his quarterback. Now, C.J. Stroud is interesting because they gave him the Slinger 1 release. A lot of people say it's the best release in the game. I disagree, but it's still definitely a very, very good release. And we're going to start out the game with a turnover on downs. We're going to get CJ the ball and see what he can do. And we see that quick release right there. Quick fire into that high ball corner route to CeeDee Lamb. Got to love that. Slinger 1, definitely a very, very good release in this year's game. I prefer Slinger 3. But Slinger 1, for those short to intermediate passes, is the best release in the game. As we see right there, we are able to hit Flash on that little swing route And then on our opponent's next set of downs, he's going to throw us a pick, and it looks like he's going to quit out early. So we're going to hop into another game with C.J. Stroud. We're going to see what we can do with them. Now, all these guys have really, really good speed. I believe C.J. Stroud has 98 speed. Bryce Young has like 96. They're all really close to 99. So everybody's going to have legs. We're going to get the ball to start the next game. And, oh my goodness, C.J. Stroud throws a missile to Randy Moss deep down the sideline. That is a throw that I need my quarterbacks to be able to make. And right there, he makes it perfectly. And then right there, probably maybe should have been an interception, but it wasn't. So I can't complain too much. We get on the board. We're going to go for the 2-point conversion, not get it. And then our opponent is going to throw us an interception on his next set of downs. So we're going to see what we can do here. We are not really getting blitzed much. So we're going to dump the ball down quick to the flash in the flats, and we're going to pick up some good yardage right here. Now he's starting to send a little bit more pressure. I find this little flat route to Randy Moss. I threw it way too late. His user started to get over there. And then a couple plays later, I tried to force this angle or this wheel route into Cordell Patterson. It really just wasn't there. He kind of went crazy with the acrobats, and he picked that off. So it is what it is. He's going to score on his next set of downs, and he's going to go up 7-6. And then we're going to get the ball back, and we're going to see what we can do here with CJ. We're going to see if we can find Randy Moss on this deep corner route, and we get a whole lot of separation on that cover 4 beater. And CJ throws a beautiful ball in there for, yet again, another one-play touchdown. We're going to go for 2, try to get it back right there. We are able to. So we're going to go at 14-7, about a minute left to go in the first quarter, or first half when we get the ball back. And we're going to be able to find CD Lamb on that nice little crossing route. So we're going to go up 2 scores. I'm going to keep going for 2 right here. I don't know why I went for 2 every time. I was just trying it out, having a little fun at the end of the year. Our opponent is going to get a nice little bomb off right here. I threw a pick 2 on the 2-point conversion attempt. That's why he had 9 points right there. And he is going to cut this to a 1-deficit game, where a little less than a minute left to go in the first half, and he's going to come out in, looks like cover 4 drop. So we're going to try to hit him with our cover 4 beater yet again, and again we find Randy Moss over the top. Just beautiful, beautiful ball right there from C.J. Stroud. That slinger one release doesn't look terrible on the deep balls. I've seen that in the past, it's had a crazy long windup for the deep releases. That's why I try to stay away from it. Right here, I just really ag him with Randy Moss, and we are able to get into the end zone. I believe that's the 5th touchdown of the game for CJ. And then our opponent's going to come out in 6-1 and start blitzing us after this, after we hit him with enough deep passes. So we're going to try to make him respect the flats, try to make him actually play cover 4 drop without sending 6 people at us. And we're going to do that very effectively. Right here, I'm going to see if I can get the run game going, and we are able to. We get a little bit of shed there, unfortunately. But we do pick up about 5 yards with his legs. We're going to go up tempo. We're up 16-32, so it's still a 2-score game technically. I'm going to keep running this play over and over. This RPO is so good. I put a video out about it about a month or so ago. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. This RPO is really, really good. As we see, there's something open there on that RPO pretty much every single time. And we're going to keep abusing it. I'm trying to see if the read key will bite down and hopefully give us a chance to run the ball with our quarterback. It doesn't happen. And very next play, we're going to find CD Lamb in the corner of the end zone. What a beautiful dot from C.J. Stroud. He looked really, really good. Our opponent's going to quit there, and we're going to go ahead and hop into our next game. So our opponent's going to start out with the ball in our very next game. We're going to be trying out Anthony Richardson this game. And 4th and 23, he's going to hit us over the top with very, very deep corner route from DK Metcalf. He just absolutely burned our man coverage right there. Super, super frustrating. It is what it is. Very next play is going to audible down to some run play and pretty much pancake our whole team and walk into the end zone with Gus Edwards. So if you guys notice right here, Anthony Richardson doesn't have a superstar on him. That's because I forgot to activate him. So we get an under pressure right there. We don't have any kind of velocity ability. We don't have fearless, anything like that. Really, really frustrating to load into a game like that where your quarterback has literally nothing. It is what it is right here. our opponent throws right at our user and at Night Train Lane. So we are going to get the ball back, and we're going to see what we can do with no abilities. But it's going to be a tough task, to say the least. Right here, this corner out is something that, with Gunslinger, set feet lead, pass lead elite, I can make that throw every single time. But unfortunately for us, we couldn't. And then our opponent's going to score again. We're going to get the ball back, and we decided that if we can't do it with our arm, we're going to try to do it with our legs. Nice, huge run right there by Anthony Richardson. Very next play, I'm going to go ahead and double team that defensive end, roll out, nice little juke move all the way inside the 1 yard line, and from there we're going to head into goal line. Nice little QB sneak, punch this thing in. So even with no abilities, Anthony Richardson is doing exactly what we need him to do. Our opponent's going to get the ball back, and D-line pick six from George Karloftis. Furious George. That man goes absolutely insane. We're going to go ahead and stunt into the end zone because he stunted on me. So it is what it is right there. And then his very next set of downs, we're going to force an incompletion. And that's going to be that. He's going to go ahead and quit out of the game. So I didn't get to try Anthony Richardson with abilities. We will get there. But let's go ahead and give you my final reviews on these QBs. All right, boys. So when it's all said and done, looking at the quarterbacks and all of their ability combos, releases, speed, throw power, everything like that, I think that C.J. Stroud is the best quarterback out of all the quarterbacks released from round one tonight of the 2023 NFL Draft. And the reason that I think he's the best, even though he doesn't get the best AP, is because he gets that Slinger 1 release, and the release is so important on quarterbacks. I personally will not even use a quarterback as my main number one if they do not get Slinger 3 or Slinger 1. And unfortunately for us, I believe Bryce Young has traditional or generic 3, and I believe Anthony Richardson has generic 2, and both of those releases are just so slow. I know I didn't get to see generic 2 with Gunslinger. Unfortunately, I forgot to activate Anthony Richardson right there. We still were able to get the dub. And on his feet, he feels really nice. Honestly, all these quarterbacks feel super nimble and shifty. They're all super fast. But I think for the release and the abilities, I think that C.J. Stroud is the number one QB in the game as far as the rookies go. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure you're notified for all incoming Madden 23 content. From your boy, it's Killer Cam Friend. We'll see you guys in another gameplay soon. Peace.
Easy.